Hello. That was a longer break than I intended to take. Basically, at the end of last month, my aunt passed away, so we've had a lot of planning the funeral and everything, and sorting and organising and basically just dealing with stuff. So that's taken up pretty much my entire waking life for the past few weeks. But we're at the tail end now. We're coming through to the end of all the organising and the sorting and everything like that. So I am back. Hello. It is nice to be back. It's later in the afternoon than I normally film, so the traffic's a little bit heavier. It's been a roasting hot day and I didn't feel like standing in the garden. No offence. So, what have I been up to? I have been doing stuff in my time away from YouTube. What I haven't been doing is the weaving, and I'm going to be brilliantly, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, that weaving is not going to get done. And the reason that weaving is not going to get done is because I don't have any drive to do it. Normally when I have something on the loom, I'm kind of excited to sit down and work on it for a while. This I've just left. It's currently under big piles of fabric, which is my next point as to what I'm doing, and that is Morsbags. My aunt had a lot of fabric offcuts and scraps and a lot of fabric that I haven't actually got round to sorting yet. It's still at her house. So the offcuts now are cut up into Morsbag size. I've finished pressing them and I've just started sewing them about half an hour ago or an hour ago. So I've made one so far out of the pile, but that is where the loom is. It is under all of the fabric. So I've got a lot of Morsbags to make in the next few days, few weeks, possibly few months. I don't know how long that's going to take. Now, last time I had for you, I've got two bags at my feet. I'm trying to remember which bag the thing is in. I think it's in this one. Yes. So, hello, I'm coming back. Here I am. So, I had made green frog and I had started on orange frog, and orange frog did get finished. So I will show you orange frog. Orange frog has got a little bit of stuffing stuck to her head. There she is. So there is, oh, it's not delicate. There is orange frog. She's a little bit fuzzy with stuffing, but she is done. I've decided she's a she. I don't know. I've decided the green one's a he. I don't know. It's right in my head. So the problem that I had with orange frog was actually the eyes. So green frog, let me get these guys organised so that I can hold them up. There we go. So green frog's eyes went quite well. I think I did about 3 versions of that before I sewed them on. Orange frog's eyes took forever to get right, and they're still not quite right, but they're as close as they're going to get. So orange frog did get finished. I'll put the link to the pattern. This is the Hugo Frog Pattern. It's available on Etsy. I'll put a link, and Ravelry. I'll put a link in the description if you would like to make some frogs. And I said that I had some chunky yarn that I was going to make a big frog with, and I haven't finished the big frog, but I can show you where I'm up to. I'm going to go down here again for a minute. I'll be back. I'm back, and I'll be back down in a minute because I need to show you the limbs. But Big Frog's body is coming along. Big Frog is quite big. So this is Lion Brand Thick and Quick, Woolies Thick and Quick. Your face is caving in. I've still got the ball in there. And that's where we're at. And I've figured out the colour changes properly, so that's working well, because I really messed them up on the little frogs. Don't say that where they can hear you, but I did mess up the colour changes because I read the instructions and then ignored them. And it turns out if you follow the instructions, it's a whole lot better and it looks neater. So there is Big Frog's body. Slow down. Let the words form before you let them out of your face. That is Lion Brand Thick and Quick. The belly and what I have for the eyes is Motor Vera Monkey, which is the Spotlight own brand of yarn. It's the same weight, and that's there. I don't know why I've brought that out. It's not attached to anything. That's the Motor Vera Monkey, and it is the same weight. I think this is acrylic as well. I can't remember. I've lost the labels many years ago. But this is $10 a ball cheaper. So the Lion Brand Thick and Quick in Australia is $18 a ball. And spending that to get the yarn for the eyes, where I need like maybe that much. Imagine my other finger was... forgot that I had a frog on my hand. Maybe that much. You know, spending $18 for that just made me a little bit sad. So I just went with the Motor Vera. I don't know that I love the brightness of the tummy, but I figure that will fade in time. I have done the legs and the arms. So let me show you those because they're massive. Okay, that took longer than I thought. Magic of editing. So here are the legs. Quite big compared to the little tiny legs on the little frogs. And here are the arms. And I've got some thick wire to go in so that I can wire this up as well. And I am thinking that this is the last frog. I think I said that this was going to be the last frog. But on the other hand, I have just spotted a really interesting spider, so I'll get back to that for myself in a minute. On the other hand, I have also acquired from my aunt's house a significant amount of yarn. So I have to sort through that because I'm not going to use it all. I don't need it all. There's a lady locally who crochets and knits for charity, so I'm in contact with her. So I've got to sort through that, figure out what I want to use, and if there is any chunky yarn, I may make another big frog. Now, there was something else, and it's in that bag, and I'm going to show you that too. So I'm just going to go back down here again. I like it down here. It's cozy. I'll be back. So a few months ago, I started a magic ball project. There's the magic ball as it stands now. This is my leftovers from crochet and weaving, all tied together in a big ball, which I'm now going to try to get back into the bag smoothly and with great skill. Nope, there we go. Well, it's in. So in the times when I was, thinking about funerals and whatnot, I didn't have the brain power to do a lot of counting, which you need to do with the frogs. So when I was unwinding at the end of the day, I knew that hook was going to come out. Just let me pop that in so I don't unravel. Just doing something like this was really good. So I have got some progress on the blanket, because you don't need to count for a granny square blanket. But this is how it's going. I don't think I can get it all in shot. So it is coming along. It's looking quite good in the screen. I don't know how it's looking to you. So yes, that's just my leftover scrappy blanket, as it is. And that is a good project. That is a good go-to project I found when my brain is fried. So that is what I have going on. I've got to finish the frog. I've got a lot of Morsbags to sew. I got my blanket. I am doing the temperature snakes still. I will show you those next week. Slow down. When I think it's going to be the end of the month. It's the 22nd today, I think, so that feels about right. Calendars, right? So at the end of February, I will show you how those snakes are looking. They are coming along. I am up to date on both of them. Well done, me. So that is all I have for you this week. Thank you very much for watching. It's nice to be back. Let me know how you're getting on in the comments, and I will see you next week. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.